What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today's game plan is going to be what appears to be a long run at 9,000 feet plus, specifically today, because I plan on going about 3 miles up this mountain behind our house. You can't really see the peak of it from here, but it gradually works its way up, and about halfway up the mountain there's a junction that turns into the city, which I will probably take that descent and then start going back down the regular trail. The whole thing is about 9 miles. So training for these mountain runs is going to be a blast. So here we go. Okay, it looks like I could run, but I start falling apart when my heart rate gets over 170. So I have to start gradually just hiking up the hill and running when it's flat or downhill. Otherwise, it really does hurt. So, all right, we're about over a mile in. So 2 more miles to go before I can find the junction and we turn around. God damn, that might have been the hardest run of my entire Silverthorn experience so far. I'll post a Strava right here. Oh my God. All right, I'm all showered up and whatnot. So what's happening now is you can start seeing all these thunderclouds developing over there. There's some really bad ones like behind the house, and like you can hear the thunder and whatnot cracking every so often. And like I have family that decided to go the entire 6 miles up walking, so they're gonna be in for a rough time. But it kind of tells you that if I took this run like an hour later during the day, I probably would have been caught in some really bad rain. I mean, it hasn't started yet, but once it does, I'll start filming it because this is gonna look really nasty. So for lunch, we're basically going back through the Florida diet that I had in March. It's going to be everything bagels, 2 of them, with some turkey, mustard, pickles, and then I'm gonna put Pepsi as my drink, just to get a sugar rush. And I'm gonna have Animal Pack as my vitamin supplement to just kind of fill in the gaps of whatever I may be missing in my diet. So here comes the final product. Yes. So as badly as I've wanted to go biking outside every single day, it's not really possible because it's been literally raining for like the last 3 days straight. So I can run in the morning when like it's nice and hot out, but in the afternoon it just starts pouring, which is crazy because everything turns green afterwards in the mountains, but it's not great for your 3-a-day workouts. I also got a care package of socks while I was out here. Thanks, Mom. So many of them. There's like, what, 2, 4? Some different colors than what I'm used to. Oh, but these I have already. These blue, orange, and black ones. Pretty sick. I'm at that age where getting socks as a gift is kind of a big deal. Like, it's hard to tell on my face. Let's try this out. Maybe this will work. Like, put some water here. Make it look like I'm crying. Oh, there we go. Does it look like I'm crying?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Getting socks is one of the best gifts ever, and I cry every time I get socks as a gift. Alright, so let's talk about this smorgasbord of BS we just cooked up. There's pasta in there. We're making tortillas on the flat top. See that? That's king stuff right there. And that's all the medley of like fajitas, onions, and beef. We got chicken in the oven, just starting. We got garlic bread. And where's the steroids? Oh,
This is where I keep my genetic.
we are not endorsed by Market Pantry Vanilla Whey Protein. In fact, I abstained from
Tren,
this. It's from Target. There we go.
Anavar, D-Ball.
D-Ball, yeah. I abstained from taking that supplement. I'm not sponsored by them. No, no, no. Alright, so this is my first week recap of Silverthorn training camp. So as you can imagine, there's definitely a lot of changes from a training perspective that have occurred in the last week. Lots of good stuff, lots of interesting stuff, and some challenges that need to be kind of addressed and kind of worked around. Not necessarily excuses, just little things here and there. So basic summary of the first week. It's going a lot better than I thought it was going to go. And what I mean by that is that historically, the times that I've been here, the first couple of days just are absolute trash. Like, there's just no way going from 500 feet elevation in Chicago to 9,000 feet up here ever feels good. You just can't run more than like a quarter mile without feeling like you're out of breath. But this first week, I haven't had too many moments like that. These moments where I'm more exhausted than usual are occurring after the harder sessions that I had my first week, which immediately I already broke my first rule of training, which is to keep this entire first week easy, no hard workouts, nothing insane. Don't try to be a hero, and I ended up doing that twice this week. One of those was a 28 mile bike ride around Lake Dillon, which is one of the major lakes here. I'll post a Strava somewhere wherever it fits. And it had a huge, like, king of the mountain hill climb up this mountain. I think that was called Swan Mountain, I believe. And it's just a really intense bike ride overall, but it's just so fun. And like, if I could do it again right now, I would. But as you can tell, it's like raining and the weather kind of really sucks right now. And I still have about like a couple of minutes before my final meeting at work. And I'm taking my lunch right now to basically film this. So as you can see, it's there are some challenges here and there, balancing work and whatnot with training during the day. But because I'm an hour behind, it makes it a lot easier to start working at 7 a.m. up to 3:30, 4 p.m. and then you still have a lot of daylight to work with at the end of the day. And of course, the second hard workout here was a mountain run, which was about 8 to 9 miles. I think I'll post a Strava here. It's one of those distances, but basically running up the mountains really took a huge blow to my body. I remember basically my entire, both my glutes, hamstrings, quads, everything was just burning on any uphill section I was attempting to run that didn't turn into like a power walk. And then of course the descents just really beat up my knees, just beat up my feet like extraordinarily badly. And I managed to get through that run mostly because I did have a vest with water and Gatorade on it. As you probably saw in the montage earlier, that was a really insane mountain run for someone who runs in a city with no hills whatsoever. And it was a really great experience because it definitely identifies the imbalances in your body that you develop when you're not training at different altitudes and different conditions with more hills and whatnot. And it was really exciting. But the only major downfall of that is because we're up at 9,000 feet and my body isn't fully adapted and I'm not getting nearly as much like oxygen in my blood as I would at sea level. What's happening as a result is the sleep is not perfect and the recovery is definitely not doing as well either. So after a workout like that, yeah, again, that workout was maybe 3-4 days ago, and like my glutes are still burning after that. So no matter what I do, how much rest I do, if I even attempt to take a rest day, it's not going to happen. Like I'm still just extraordinarily beat. So if I'm going to try to run up that mountain again, it's not going to go as well as the first time around. So basically, yeah, the summary is I broke my first rules of 9,000 feet training camp. And of course, the other major issue is that recovery is kind of garbage right now, but the cardiovascular is not doing so bad. It's just all the muscular stuff that's kind of beaten up. So again, that's kind of a good thing so far. And the other thing to probably note is I have not dropped elevation to go to easier training. I have been up at 9,000 feet for the entire week. And I've only gone up whenever it was for a bike ride that would go up a mountain or up the reservoir that would get us to about 9,500 feet if need be. But yeah, basically I'm still up here. I don't plan on going to Boulder yet for, what is that, 5,000 feet training. I know Meg's Road is a big deal. I know training with like Seth James Demore is a possibility, but I currently don't have any plans to act on either of those things right now, but that can change on a dime depending on how things are out here. So yeah, it's been fun so far. I'm really excited. The workouts have been slow, but they've been extremely intense. And I'm excited to see what happens when the Chicago Triathlon rolls around at the end of my trip and I have like a 2-day window in between dropping from 9,000 feet to race day start. So continue following along this channel. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff coming up, a lot more hill runs. I'm going to try to climb the entire mountain. That's like a 10K up and a 10K down. I'm going to try to get Mount Valhalla, which is somewhere over there. You can't really see it because of the clouds right now, but same thing. I'm going to try to hike it, going to try to run up that mountain. And then of course, I think in 2 or 3 weeks, I have a mountain race down in closer to, I think it's Breckenridge. I forgot the name of the town already. It's not quite Dillon necessarily, but it's one of these smaller towns just to the southwest of where we're staying right now. And yeah, I'm pretty excited for that as well, to attempt my first mountain run without mountain running shoes. I'll probably use like the Mach 4s. Who knows? We'll see how that goes. But anyways, thanks for watching this thus far. I'll see you guys real soon.